Welcome to the Canadian Women in Ocean Industries Leadership Conference 2023. My name's Kelly, and this is the Diversity in the Blue Economy podcast with Gale Force Wins. And today we have the wonderful Jada Jones. Jada, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, hi. I'm Jada Jones, as you heard. I am a recent graduate of Memorial University of Newfoundland and Labrador. I did ocean and naval architectural engineering, and I convocate this June. So, yeah.
Awesome. Glad to hear. Congrats on the Iron Ring and graduating from Memorial University. I'm very proud of you. I'm very happy for you as well.
Thank you, my love.
Yes, no worries. What was some of your challenges during your degree? Do you have any moments of, is this right for me or anything else?
Many.
Yeah.
Like, how I got here on its own was really hard, honestly. Like, growing up, back where I'm from Belize, and we pick our majors when we're like 14 years old in high school.
Crazy.
And you can only imagine how difficult that was at that age.
Yeah.
Like, making decisions at 14, like, I couldn't decide what show I wanted to watch back then. Oh my God. But anyways, we had like 4 choices. It was like all sciences, all business, all arts, and half business, half arts. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people told me that, oh my God, don't do sciences. Like, it's too hard for you. You're never going to do it. So, of course, like the petty person that I am, I did it for spite. Because one thing about me was that I really didn't like it when people questioned my intelligence.
Yeah.
And back then, I did have this look on business and arts like, oh my God, that's such a girl thing to do. And everyone does that, and like people are telling me that sciences is too hard. So of course I did sciences.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm a girl boss, I can do anything. Note to self, there's nothing wrong with business or anything like that. I know that now.
Yeah.
But I did that, majored in that, like physics, chemistry, and like biology. I did my associates in math and physics, and then I was like 19 and I'm like, what am I going to do with this degree? Ended up at MUN, did my first general engineering year in Eng1, and decided to go for ocean and naval architecture just because of how interesting it was. And that's always been the thing about me, is if it's interesting enough to keep my attention span, like, I just wanted to go for it.
Yeah.
But, just getting there wasn't really easy because people tend to look down on you as a woman, and a woman of color at that for me. And moving out here, it really was difficult being here because I was on my own. I was 19. I learned the meaning of just being by myself, living on campus, living off campus, and there were times when I really did question what I was doing because I'm on a co-op program, which means I get to have internships, right? Mm-hmm. And these internships were just difficult to have because I feel like as a non-Canadian, sometimes even that on its own was a barrier itself because people will ask you that stuff in interviews. And like those processes were just kind of hurtful sometimes. Like people would straight up ask you like, it would be better if we actually hire a Canadian person for this position due to circumstances. They wouldn't explain to me what those circumstances were. People would just see me walk into the room and just be like, you don't look how we thought you would look. And I think it's because of like my name, it's like Jada Jones. Like that's pretty general. Yeah, you can't really picture someone with a name like that.
Yeah.
And I have international friends as well who have gone through those kinds of things, and we all kind of like exchange stories of when like we first came here, and it's just like kind of wild how our interview processes are, and it really has you questioning as a person like your self-worth. And unfortunately, I do have bad experiences with peers at MUN. There's a sense of a boys' club. There's a sense of like making jokes about my major. There's making jokes about international students, which is just yikes sometimes,
Yeah.
or about girls in the industry. But, it can also be lonely. I was like the only international student in my class, and that on its own already kind of set me apart because, like, sometimes I would be going through some problems, kind of hint towards it, and then they'll be like, oh, like, I don't really get that. And, like, you can't really blame anyone for it, but it is kind of hurtful and lonely sometimes,
And you deserve as many opportunities as anyone else, 100%. Don't ever question that, your self-worth. You're a spectacular individual, and you are so kind and courageous and genuine. And I cannot thank you enough for your kindness and your appreciation.
Kelly,
I'm
you're
tearing up.
so sweet.
You're so sweet. I'm very happy that you are here and joined with us at
I know, and
Coil.
it's all really all thanks to you for telling me about this too. Like, this conference, man. Like, I wanted to cry just like listening to one of our speakers earlier, Ogaga. She was incredible up there, like being a whole director herself and advocating for international students. Like, that is amazing.
Yeah, and this is what we need, and that's why we have this conference, is because we need to talk about how important that everyone has a seat at the table, and that you feel heard. I hope you know that as well, that I hope you feel heard and understood, because, you deserve everything, and just as much as any other person.
I really thank you, honey.
No problem. What do you hope? I hope that the future holds for you, with your career, academics, anything.
Well, I think I'm kind of done with school right now, to be honest. I want to just start a career. I want to be out in the workforce for a bit. Like, if it takes me to to go for like a master's or something, then I'll make that decision in the future. But for now, I just want to start. I want to make money. Like, being on a student budget is tiring, man.
Yeah.
And just like get more experience. Like, I want to be out there. I want to meet people, and I want to do things and figure out where I want to stick to,
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, like, it's been a rough ride, but I haven't done it all on my own, thankfully. Like, I've had mentors. She's my mentor, like a sister to me, Chanel. Wait, shout out Chanel. And Natasha Kettle, Carmichael Colonio. Like, they've been very great to me. They were there at my iron ring for me.
Awesome.
And my partner, Luke, he saw some dark days, some happy days, but, helped me stuck it out. And you know what? I ended up doing a 5-year program. Not totally unscathed, but successful. And you know what? I call that a win because I did it for myself as well.
Absolutely. And you now have your iron ring to prove it, which is it's awesome. I am so happy to have you here, and thank you so much, Jada, for sharing your story. You're a very courageous woman, and I'm so happy that you are here.
Thank you, Kelly.
No worries.